Welcome back, Kings of War fans, to another community update, but wait, it's not Friday, it's Tuesday, what's going on? Well, what actually happened is that I forgot it had been 2 weeks on Friday, and by the time someone reminded me, I couldn't be bothered to do anything about it, and then it was Hawley's Rift release day, and I just got enough stuff to talk about, and I thought, do you know what? People like regularity, they like knowing when it comes out, but I don't actually care about people, so here we are. So Hawley's Rift is here. The new campaign / magic supplement / mini Clash of Kings update has arrived, along with a new 2-player starter set featuring rats versus goblins. Much excitement abounds, and by excitement I mean entitled fully grown crybaby adults fighting about nothing in particular on Facebook. Oh, never change, wargamers, never change. The call to increase the depth of lore in Kings of War seems to have been heeded, and Hawley's Rift is about 50% lore. Lore Master Extraordinaire Arvandis is also back and has increased his catalogue of lore videos with a Trident Realm and now Abyssal Dwarf video. Those who love Kings of War lore being narrated by a silky smooth voice might want to put it on in the background, while you're gluing together as many flame bearers as possible before they get nerfed in the next update. And if you've glutted yourself on canonical lore, how about some unofficial stories? Winterstar have put together an unofficial anthology of stories comprised of the submissions for their short story competition. It's free! And rumour has it that a number of them have been picked up to be developed into full Kings of War novels, which is very exciting. However, my favourite thing about this page is the You Might Also Like bit, which includes a Naiad Worm Rider regiment and some Wild West stories. I mean, sure. Until Somebody Loses an Eye has continued his fantastically useful blog updates with a look at the new Ogle Vanguard releases. The lack of instructions on how to put stuff together has been frequently mentioned for Kings of War stuff, and the service the blog provides fills that gap very nicely. Highly recommended. A while ago, I reported on John Wamba updating his gaming blog with a Ronnie Renton interview, all about how he created Mantic Games. Part 2 has finally arrived, and it's an incredibly in-depth look at the inception and creation of Kings of War. If you have any curiosity about where Kings of War came from, I can't recommend this enough, as it features interviews with many of the brains behind the game and those that inputted to its creation, including Ronnie Renton, Alessio Calvatore, Matt Gilbert, Rob Berman, Bob Naismith and Luigi Terzi. Lovable lunatic and Shroud of the Reaper T.O. Mark Cunningham is clearly bored off his tits. He's been busy updating his blog with loads of fascinating, if slightly unhinged stuff about everything from scenarios to unlocks, and has also uploaded a map generated to the Shroud of the Reaper site. If you're too lazy to make your own maps, he's got a choice of 52 balanced maps for Kings of War and a further 12 non-standard skew maps for those who like life a little more interesting. I think this is a great resource for Kings of War players, especially if you happen to play the Herd, in which case you're going to very much enjoy those non-standard maps. Everyone that posts minis to Facebook rather than whining about Wraith should be applauded, and I'd like to applaud Andrew Hawley, who posted this lovely comparison of a mini he painted when he first started and the same mini that he's painted now. It's a massive improvement, and I hope he continues to post minis as his painting journey goes ever onwards. Selik, yes that Selik of Direct Misfire fame, has put up some photos of his post-apocalyptic undead in the showcase part of the Kings of War forum. I love this mashup between the Walking Dead aesthetic and the fantasy miniatures. Really, really original. Did you know that Kings of War Goblins has its own Facebook group outside of the rather more generic Greenskins group? Aside from the 342 face-punching list posted by George O'Connell, my favourite thing posted recently was Nav Logan's entirely adorable potion of the caterpillar to go with his Legion of Sharp Sticks. Aww. Albert Hildering, who I'm convinced is my long-lost relative, I bet his side of the family got all of great-great-great-great-grandma Hilder's money. Anyway, he posted up this super cool conversion of some Scarecrows into Amanita warriors. How awesome is that? Zay Agathor posted his unit of depth horrors up, which are just fantastically well done. Something about the basing gives it a really kind of underwatery vibe. Well, that and the fact they're all sharks probably helps. Well, that's it for this week. The fortnight collection of date. You know what? Time is meaningless. Forget it. I'm off to start an argument about whether the list writing of Northern Kings or Dojo caused more units to be nerfed. There's got to be a Pan-Pacific flame war to be caused there, surely.